Alrighty, the next adventure here in our continuing saga of all the background buildings. I'm going to take this American Hardware Supply, which is a three-dimensional, well, foreground type kit. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this side and then just this little corner here. Take the rest away, use it either over in the factory or somewhere else. And I have two of these. So I'm going to try to go this, another one of these, actually another one of these with that cut off, because I don't want two water towers, and then continue the kit down. It sounds goofy, but I think it's going to work. This is what I hope it looks like. And I probably can't get the whole thing in. It's so it's this end with that normal part that sticks up. That's that. And then this for the corner. This piece. This is the water tower piece off one kit with the water tower stuff cut off. So I'm not sure how that's going to finish up when I get the roof on, but we'll see. Then another kit. So I'm going to duplicate this here. This, and then the water tower on the other end. I'm probably going to actually make it so, you know, the end walls are in place here for some support. Basically, it's going to be two kits I'm going to push together. Because otherwise it's way too long. And then what I have to do is basically take the base, because I'm all about the base. Basically cut it where appropriate. And then, you know, do it twice because I have two of them. And then take the roof. Same thing, and you know, figure out how to cut that so that I have basically this front. It's a quarter of the building, whatever. But have that front part doubled up with only one water tower. So that's the plan. So we'll see how this three-ring circus works out here as we get going. So all right, more to follow as we continue on trying to make a background kit out of American Hardware and jam two of them together. Alright, to a point here where I'm going to, at least for now, say the American Hardware Supply adventure has come to a near conclusion. You can see I got the two kits together here. I'll try to show what I did here. Again, I don't have the best light. And this building got pretty beat up as I was throwing the pieces around. But you know what? It's okay. I like it. Now, I did, in the center of this building, I did cheat. I'm not going to lie to you guys. What I did here, I added because right here in the center, there was a seam. Again, because I had it on the bases. And they don't match up perfectly when you do it that way. But what I did was I took like I think a 005 or maybe an 010, a real thin sheet of styrene, cut it, primed it, painted it the concrete color, and put it on there. Kind of helps. It's not perfect. You can kind of see it's raised up a little bit, but then again, when you're back at, you know, and this is even probably halfway as far as we're going to be for, you know, normal layout viewing distance, I think it should look okay. I did decide, since once I realized that this darn building is a little bit bigger than the other ones, I bricked up these because they're not going to be able to, the rail is going to be here, but if I try to put a platform there, it wouldn't work. So I said, you know what, okay, fine. I'll just brick them up. I got some paper out of the brickyard and cut it out. Carefully glued them on, weathered them up a little bit with some powders. This door I decided to leave, this one here. If you can see that, it's there. I just kind of say, okay, they welded some or bolted some protective braces across the front, and that door's kind of beat up and starting to get really pretty rusty. The other two are bricked up, and then way out there at the end. This item might not even have a light to get light on it. I'm not sure you're going to be able to see that. Nah, probably not. But that there, I'm not sure you can tell what railroad that says. Very, very, very old. So way back in time, this must have been owned by the Pensy at some point. So that is this. I'm waiting to finish the water tower. I do have it, you can see it's kind of painted up, and I painted it kind of a wood color, and then went in with some darker grays, some various washes, and then did some dry brushing to kind of pull out the detail on it. The cover's not on yet. What I'm waiting for is, since I was buying some other LEDs, I bought a red flashing LED to put in the top of that. I'm not sure it's really, tall enough to warrant it, but what the heck, for some fun. Like I said, since I was ordering other LEDs, and I ordered them from Evans Design, I figured, what the heck, I'll go ahead and do it. Now, you could do it with a 555 timer circuit, but they had them pretty much made up, so I'm going to try that. So, like I said, for now, in fact, the whole thing's just kind of sitting there, because I want to do some more work. It's sort of weathered up a little bit, but do some more work. So for now, that's just sitting there. Now there's a column, and I drilled a hole in the bottom of the tower. I drilled out the column, so I'm going to lead right down in that column to hide it, to bring it out back. And then that's probably all I'm going to do to this. In terms of other light, I may add some exterior lights. I have some Shapeways parts coming. I'm trying to, it's kind of hard to find decent exterior lights that I like, but I do have some coming from Shapeways. I might be able to put some nano or a pico LED in them and just have them kind of a security light. So maybe, like one here, one, something like that. I'm not going to worry too much about it. There's no loading platforms on this side. It's just the back end of an office for the most part. I did do, for the roof, I used the Arizona Rock and Minerals. I'm not sure how else is going to show up. I used the sand, or the gravel technique. You paint it black, you sprinkle it on, and it kind of makes it look like a roof. I'm not going to do a lot of detail because I figure it's so small that any air conditioning units or vents or ducts or anything would be more on the main roof. I might put a little vent on this, this is where the water tower would have been on this kit, but I cut all that off, so that little nub is still there. It's for the column. So I might add just a little vent to that. I'm not sure what would be on top of these. I did add ladders. I found some, those are Central Valley. They're not cage ladders. I'm not even sure that they would be like that, but I decided to put a ladder on each of those so they can at least get up to that little small roof there. So those are very carefully assembled, and they're installed. And that's pretty much, let me zoom back. I know it's hard to see because I don't have the best light, but that is my rendition of joining together two of the American Hardware Supply Walthers kits to make a longer background building. Alright, outside of a few minor details, this will be pretty much ready for the layout once I get my flashing LED for the water tower, and see if I want to add a couple other lights, because you got to do that now before you install it, because once it's over there, I'm not going to go back and touch it. So, all right, another one down. Let's keep moving along here and see what else we can accomplish. All right, here it is. I'm calling it done. All I decided to do was add the flasher on top of the water tower, just for fun. That's in there. That's run down through the tower, and then through the little column that comes up. I drilled out the ends of it, and then brought down to a lead, and brought out the leads to come down to the layout. And that's all I'm going to do. I figured this side is, all the doors have been, access has been all been bricked up, and there's really no reason for anyone to be back here. And plus the fact that I'm lazy, I didn't add any more lights. I did add just two little vents to the top of these roof extensions. I'm not sure the official term for that. And they were out of the Walthers roof detail kit. Oh, and I added one more back there just to cover up that that base for the column from the area in the water tower that I removed. And then on the water tower, I did kind of modify the ladder a little bit. I used pieces of a ladder from another kit. It just looked a little bit... I'm not saying that's right. I don't know exactly what it looked like. And there probably would be a handrail around the base of the tower, but I'm not going to do it. But just looking at the ladder they had included with the kit, that just looks like a freaking death trap. I mean, I can't see that being... in any country at all being considered legal, but anyway. So I modified the ladder a little bit just to make it look somewhat safer. So alright, anyway. So there it is, the American hardware joined together in the center. Let's get on the layout and get some work done over there.